Hi everybody, I am back today. I'm still in bed, but I'm not gonna say I'm okay, but I'm doing a little bit better than yesterday. Got a couple of things in the works. Just more fighting. It's always more fighting. So, and that's the goal of these videos too. Let me adjust this a little bit. Just to spread awareness and be a voice for other people who are fighting the same fight, but maybe don't have the tools or the strength or just whatever it is to get this out there. So today I'm just going to give you a real brief overview of how I came to be what is labeled a chronic care patient with health insurance companies, which means unhealthy. So this is kind of a brief rundown of my health history. So in 2009, 2013, and 2014, I had 3 different sinus surgeries, a tonsillectomy, and an adenoidectomy. And at the end of all those, I was still having chronic sinus infections. And I see an incredible ear, nose, and throat specialist. And she sat me down and she was like, listen, I've done everything for you that I can do. This is an autoimmune problem. Like, your body can't even fight off a sinus infection. You need to see a rheumatologist. And so I saw a rheumatologist. They ran labs. They were like, oh, your blood looks great. Saw another rheumatologist. They ran labs. They diagnosed me with psoriatic arthritis and with spondylolysis ankylosing. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But those diagnoses didn't match at all. I don't have psoriasis, those didn't match. And then that rheumatologist retired and I gave up on it for a few years. I knew something was wrong. I knew that I was sick when I shouldn't be. I knew that I was sick for longer than I should be. I knew that other people that had been exposed to the same things I had, like, for example, I got asbestos poisoning at work, but nobody else that I worked with in close proximity had asbestos poisoning. And so there were just all these things. And then about 2 years ago, I started passing out randomly and my left wrist became essentially like broken. I mean, it doesn't function. It doesn't grip right. It doesn't move correctly. It hurts all the time. It's swollen all the time. It's hot. And so I went to see a couple of orthopedic surgeons and a hand specialist, and they all said this is a rheumatological problem. So again, I'm hearing autoimmune rheumatology, like, get to a rheumatologist. And so I finally went to a doctor that several of my providers had recommended, and there was just one really, really expensive catch, and that's that he doesn't accept health insurance because he got fed up with the health insurance companies and he doesn't want to deal with them. And I don't blame him. So he sees you on a cash pay basis. And when I see him, which is usually once every 8 weeks, I pay him anywhere between $600 and $1,000. And that's just for the visit. That's not medications. That's not imaging. That's not blood work. That's none of that. That's just for the visit. So he's a really amazing doctor, though, and he has fought for answers. He's run advanced DNA testing that has disproved the lupus diagnosis, that has validated the rheumatoid arthritis diagnosis, that has validated the Sjogren's diagnosis, despite the fact that I have a negative rheumatoid factor and a negative Sjogren's factor. But I also had a negative ANA for lupus. So it was like playing these games. But these advanced DNA tests that look for inflammation and examine various proteins and biomarkers, I think I'm getting those words correct, they look for inflammation in the body and they look for indicators beyond just a routine blood test that looks for basic things that are old school tests. So that's how I've gotten to where I'm at today. And that's the journey that I'm on. And I told you the other day in a video about my medications that I'm currently considered treatment resistant. And I'm moving up to a step 2 biologic, which in my case is Humira. And so that's where I'm at today. And that is just a very, very brief overview of my primary medical concern, which is the autoimmune rheumatological aspect. I have a bazillion medical problems, but those are the main ones, and those are the ones that I really am trying to give other people a voice and confidence to talk about, because these are diseases that, as someone in my own house said, well, she doesn't look sick. Yeah, we don't always look sick, but that doesn't mean we aren't sick. That means that we suck it up and we do what we have to do and we move beyond the pain. And right now, even though the physical pain in my wrist is really, really bad, the mental and emotional pain from the stress of dealing with Blue Cross Blue Shield is far worse. So my dog is here and she wants me to pet she wants me to pet her. She's not going to pet me now. So I will see you all soon, and thank you all for your support, your likes, your shares, your comments, and your encouragement. I truly appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and I can't thank you all enough. So I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you later.